So this is the recipe for my ginger drink. This is ginger and turmeric root and the garlic cloves. And these are the three ingredients. And I also have a pineapple and some lemon or limes that I use in it with some lemonade organic. So once everything is peeled, I put it in a pot large enough for the small pieces. Everything's cut in small pieces, and I let it boil for several minutes until the pieces are sort of soft, and then we move on to the next phase. So once it's boiled, I let it cool off a little bit, and then I go ahead and get ready and put it through the strainer. All right, so what we have here is the turmeric, the ginger, and the garlic already boiled. And so sometimes I used to use this as a tea, but now I don't, because now I go ahead and use it in my drinks. So what I do is I take this, all this juice, and I run it through this, try to let it cool off, and I run it through the strainer. Then I save this because I'm going to put this in the blender. And now over here, I got the juice. This juice, I'm going to pour it into each bottle evenly so that I can, but I'm going to let that cool off for a bit. I'm going to start pouring some of these evenly into each one so that I can begin to, this is the tea part. Let's make that hot. The reason why I'm pouring it right now is because I need this container to, all right, so that evenly bottled. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take the blender over here. And what I do is I try to mix these pieces sort of evenly, like, you know, garlics and turmerics, and that way I kind of know that there's going to be an equal amount of, usually I might do maybe two. Let me get a spoon of these things. Maybe two. Those are all the garlics. And I still have half left over, so I do two runs. This run and another run. I'm gonna go ahead and fill this up with water. And I go ahead and blend it. Chop, chop. And once it's blended, I go ahead and pour it back into this strainer. And then I get a spoon and I begin to sort of stir it so that it passes all the way through. Now, some people like to keep, I heard some people keep this raw material. I don't. I mean, I would compost it, but I don't have a composter. So now that it's been strained, I'm gonna pour it into this other, because I'm gonna need it here. again, I take this liquid. This is the juicy stuff. Good. And I go ahead and begin to do it again. Again, all even amounts. On these last two, I have to add the other one. This is again the potency. Adding that here. So now we can see they're pretty much even. If I see that one has less than the other, I might put a little bit more like this one. And that one's a bigger container, so that one. So as you can see, I got one more. I got one more to go, and that'll be it. So let's finish this with more garlic. Now, how much garlic and how much turmeric is up to you. I use maybe about 2 of those. I took pictures, so you'll see the pictures of how much turmeric and how much garlic I used. And this just repeats the process. So another thing I like to do is maybe do 1 lemon or 1 lime per container. So what I do is I get one and I squeeze this right into this, because the lemon juice, I'm gonna use lemonade, but I rather make sure I know that I have real lemons. The lemon also has anti-flavoring, if you can say, plus pineapples I used to drink it without the pineapple and just the lemonade, and it was kind of strong. But now I like the pineapple. Oops. All right, now that I cut it in half, and then I blend halves with smaller pieces just to make sure they blend. So, and then what I can do, if I wanted to, which I'm gonna do, is get the liquid. All right, so here's, usually I use the organic lemonade, but I don't think we want this from Vallarta. So I can go ahead and use the same juice from this guy, pour that in here, half of it like that, because I'm gonna need this to be my filler, and the rest again, some water. I have filtered water, but I think it is big, put a little bit of water. So then that goes there, this goes up here, and we go ahead and do the same. Now on this one, I don't strain it because I use the pure pineapple juice now, mixing that. So as you can see, you can make a whole mess of it bottles are already almost full. I still got one more batch of pineapple. All right, so I still got 2 more bottles, but I still got more of the pineapple. So let's finish that off. All right, so that's the last of the pineapple, and I threw the pineapple and lemonade with everything in here. Give it a good shake. Put it in the fridge. Get it cold, and let's just taste it out. I can also use this as a tea. What I do is, if I want to do the tea, I pour this glass like this. I warm it up in the microwave, put a tea bag, and now I have a ginger garlic tea. But sometimes when these are cold, I just drink it cold. All right, cheers.